You have landed back at the High Viz Health Podcast, all made possible by Geostabilization International. I am your sometimes obnoxiously happy host, Dustin Udowich, and today we're going to discuss how to get consistent with your workouts while traveling. In true Christmas spirit, I'm rolling solo today. I went home alone on you. And if you learn nothing else today, please take this with you. There were 5 home alones. 5. How bad is parenting in New York City? And as we often do, we do a giveaway for a member of the GSI community that's out there listening. So first person to email me all of the kid actors' names from this series, I'm going to send something awesome your way. All right, what I've done here is I've comprised a list of 10 things that will help you solidify your routine while you're traveling. Because it's in list form, you think it's amazing and you'll listen. Let's rock and roll. Number 1, downshift. Chill out, Jillian Michaels. Why are you starting with a 6-7 day routine and feeling that that's pertinent to getting to high levels of fitness? It's not. As we've had different specialists on the show, we've heard a recurring theme that just solidifying a routine at 3 and 4 days a week can have massively positive impact on your fitness levels. Start with a softer routine and increase gradually, something that's appropriate for you, and realize that rest days are part of a routine. You're not coming off of some awesome workouts by taking a rest day. You're not losing out. You're not losing ground. Just remember Van Damme and Lionheart. Remember that? That was an awesome flick. He didn't fight every day. You know, sometimes you got to wait a few days for the pool to empty so you can kick somebody in the face. And on your off days, you can concentrate on full splits and weak-ass love stories. Okay, number 2, stop relying on motivation. Always remember you're a terribly unmotivated person. That's not me taking a shot at you. That's me sending home that there's a thing called the motivation trap. We rely on motivation so heavily, and it's a pitfall. No one's motivated 100% of the time. Think about this. You want to buy Tickle Me Elmo till December 26th. Your desire to buy Tickle Me Elmo for your kid just plummeted. Christmas is over. You are set on going to the gym. Nothing's going to stop you till you get a phone call that an immediate family member is ill, and now you've lost all motivation to go to the gym. Some days we're the 13-68 Baltimore Orioles, and we're wondering why the hell we're even out there. But if we have habits in place, those habits are going to override those days where we have lulls and dips in motivation. Positive habits will be a killer of poor motivation. You're not always going to feel your best, but having some continuity to good habits, having some continuity to your workouts, put those things in place and they'll carry you through in the tough times. Number 3, figure it out. It's different when you're traveling. It's different. It's a different scenario. There's other variables in play. Take it back to 10th grade math class. You're working out a problem, and truly your goal is not to get the right answer. You're just trying to show the methodology to the problem. You're trying to do enough to not look like an ass. Figure it out. It's not always Good Will Hunting. You're not always going to come out a genius. It's not going to be perfect or at all completely right. You're on the road. Figure out what you need beforehand. A little pre-planning will go a long ways. If you're going to be in a hotel gym, or if you're going to rely on fitness bands in your room, look at your options and figure what that scenario looks like. Fraggle Rock wasn't Sesame Street, still made it on air. And if we have a lot of people still watching Fraggle Rock, I would like to up our drug testing. Hey, number 4, accountability. Who's your Lumberg? Who are you submitting your TPS reports to? So grab somebody close to you, and just tell them what you're trying to do. You create that accountability. You don't even need them to check in with you every 2 seconds. Just let them know. Maybe you do have somebody that wants to play a more active role, and they will check in. Sign up for an event. I don't love social media, but it works for some people. Throw out a little something on social media and announce what you're trying to do. Create some accountability for yourself. Okay, I'm going to screw myself over here. Be a little bit like Jillian Michaels. Have some workout plans. Have some plans. You want to be able to see the short term and the far term. And most importantly, for numero cinco here, have some plans that are appropriate for where you are now. Meet yourself where you are. Don't try to bite off more than you can chew. And remember that there are no perfect plans. We go on bodybuilding.com, Muscle and Fitness, and there's a lot of awesome plans there, but we're looking for this pot of gold. It's not necessarily perfect. And maybe this is our biggest takeaway. A great routine is one that you stick to. So figure out the parameters up front that are going to work in your day-to-day life and pick a routine that is going to complement that day-to-day that you have. All right, number 6, short-term goals. This is a huge mistake so many people make. They get in their mind what that 200-foot cliff view is. They get in their mind what the grand goal is. They say, I want to be at this weight, or I want to kick ass in this specific way. And it's a far off goal. And they don't set the short-term goals so that they can not only be hitting short attainable benchmarks, but so that they also give themselves the opportunity to fix something you over-indexed on or under-indexed on, to make adjustments so that you can effectively work towards that long-range goal. When you're making these short-term goals, make sure that they are indeed attainable. Be fair to yourself, because if you set a goal that's ridiculous, then you're not going to get it. You're going to feel down on yourself, and you're going to quit. You're going to fall off. All right, number 7, make small diet habits. Drinking water is so simple, but it helps virtually all process in our body. Eat an apple every day. It's going to remind you that you have bigger goals. Workouts and good diets have a positive correlation. Talk to anybody, whether they've been working out for 6 months or 6 years, or it doesn't matter. Talk to these people. A vast majority will tell you that when their workouts are going well, their diet is in alignment. They are showing that same discipline with their diet. And when they fall off, even if it was like a planned rest week, a deload week, the diet kind of wavers a little bit. So help yourself out there and pair those things together. Okay, number 8, exercise in the morning. If you exercise at lunch or the evening and that works for you, that's totally cool. Stick to that, because remember, a good routine is one that we stick to. But let's just explore this a little bit. Why would exercising in the AM be awesome? A, you have less distractions. Right? There's less things that can get us off schedule. Throughout the day, there are a lot of moving parts. There are ways that we can get knocked off the rocker a little bit, and then come workout time, we got other things in the mix. And so we've got conflicting interest at that time, and sometimes the workout gets nixed. You're well rested in the morning. You just came off of a great night's sleep because you weren't a dumbass and you didn't hang out at the bar all night. That extra 2 hours of fun is not worth dragging through a day on the job, having a crappy workout, skipping your workout. I mean, it's okay to go to the bar and have a beer every now and then. But what's more than okay is consistently getting good sleep. It improves everything. Think about this. I always tell people this. How hard is it to have a good attitude when you're truly underslept? Everything pisses you off. And now with your well slept, it's easy to have that positive outlook and keep positive momentum. Sleep is, we got to get that one a little further on the radar. We got to get that one on people's to-do list, because talk to a physician. They're going to tell you that a third or half of their panel has sleep issues. That's called prevalence. That's rough. Hey, what a beautiful lead in. Number 9, sleep. Okay. Go to sleep. Freddy's not going to kill you, right? What are you worried about? Take your ass to bed. Everything's easier when you're well rested. Now, maybe there's some evolutionary value to this, right? Stick with me here. We lay down in the hotel room. That's not our pillow, feels different. Those walls look foreign to us. This is not where we usually sleep. So we're thinking maybe next to the ironing board in the closet, there's a saber-toothed tiger and it's going to kill us. So we better wake up really easily. We're just not all at home. So what we're going to do is we're going to anticipate these things when we're on the road. Look, take your stuffed animal with you, man. If you're like me, you're addicted to white noise, I'm going to have either something playing off of my iPhone. I'll even pack a white noise maker. Whatever makes you doze off. Watch season 5 of Vikings. It got awful. It got awful after 3 seasons. Do whatever it takes to get you to doze off and fall asleep. All right, number 10. I'm going to be that guy. I'm going to do it. And I don't feel bad about it. Keep a positive spirit. Keep a positive spirit. It's so simple. It never gets old. And people often don't dedicate energy towards doing this. Think about when you got $5 when you were like 9 years old. What? $5? Which island am I going to buy and retire on? Remember how jazzed up you were, how pumped up you were? When you've got a positive spirit, it is so easy to interpret the world as this positive place that is truly your oyster, right? And pathways are powerful. Think about not everybody out there's played the piano, so take my word for it. And by the way, I completely suck at the piano, but I played enough to realize this. I'd be playing something, trying to learn it, and I wouldn't all the way get it. And I'd go to sleep, and the next morning I'd come back, and I'd get it. And it happened several times. I was like, well, that's weird. I developed those pathways. And then there was that muscle memory. And I just got it. And it was easy to go back there and get it then once I'd already gone there. Here's what I'm saying in a roundabout way. When you're negative, you develop those pathways and it's easier to go back there. The human mind was not meant for happiness. It was meant for survival. We don't think, your boss reaches out to you and your boss says, hey, this phase of your project, it doesn't look real good. We don't think, oh, that's okay. I'll readjust it and get it right. It'll be great. No. We think my boss hates me. I'm going to get fired. I'm going to die poor. My family's going to leave me. We take everything to the 9th degree because our brain takes us there. We have to develop positive pathways so that we can stay on a path that will actually get us to our goals. We have to do that if we want to reach our goals. A must-have right there. Hey, everybody. Captured you in for 10. I knew the list would work. This is the High Viz Health Podcast with Dustin Udowich, and we're going to catch you again in the very near future. Thanks for listening.